Hi guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of AppTalk on DanTayTV featuring AngelXLing.
Hey! So, what is AppTalk? AppTalk is simply a new series reviewing Apple apps from two different perspectives. Viber is an app that you can have on your phone or iPad. It allows you to make free calls and SMSs to anyone who has that installed on their iPhone or iPad. So, how did you find Viber?
Well, I actually was really shocked because I was like, will this work on an iPad? Because it's just an iPhone app, it's not an iPad app. So I ended up installing it while I was overseas a couple of weeks ago, and I was really pleased that you could actually still use it. So you'll have to pair it up with your mobile number. It doesn't have to have a number because your iPad doesn't have a phone number, but you need a number so you can get the activation code sent to it. It actually worked really well. I called from Malaysia and Singapore to Australia, and the call quality was amazing, and SMS was like Messenger. What about you? What did you think?
I found it was great that you could actually just have free phone calls. Then you don't really need your phone anymore,
Exactly.
really. And SMSs as well, and it's even international, so you don't need to Skype even now. You can just give a quick phone call to whoever overseas. And I also found it quite easy to use.
Yeah.
Although the downfalls, I'd say, was that I felt like I needed to hold my iPad up to my face when I call, and also that I guess it's not really an iPad app, so it's kind of doesn't look as chic as what it should. So
It's kind of pixelated.
Yeah,
but I do have to agree with you with the holding it to your face. The microphone is actually at the top of your iPad, which is quite annoying. And when you get the iPad in the box, it doesn't come with headphones. So I would recommend using headphones when you try to call, because it does look a bit loserish going, hello, hello, yes.
I guess you can use speakerphone, but you still
It's
feel
still
a bit strange.
odd, yeah. Okay, so what do you give it out of 5 stars?
I'd probably give it 4 stars out of 5.
I give it about 3.5 because it does have room to grow, and yes, hopefully they'll make an app for iPad actually. So Flipboard is a social magazine, so all of your social outlets, i.e. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, can be viewed in this magazine-styled app. So what do you think of Flipboard?
So what I think it's great for is that you get to view all of your favorite pages, like blogs. For me, I love looking at blogs, and also things like social networking, so Twitter, Facebook, and I think it's having it all in the one place is great. And the other great thing I like about it is the fact that it's like a cool newspaper article design, so that you can just flick through like a newspaper, click into the particular ones that you want to read a little bit more in depth, and also you can like and reply and comment and things like that on the actual app itself.
Yeah, I really liked it, really. Like, you introduced it to me and I was kind of a little bit blown away. So I've actually recommended this to a couple of people already, and it's just really good because you can have so many things in the one place, which is what I love. And it comes with all these other default media outlets as well that you can connect to, which is really great. What do you give it out of 5?
I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5, only because I feel like the only downfall is that you can't have 2 Flipboard accounts things open on the same device. So for example, me and my husband, we share the iPad, and so he has sites that I don't necessarily look into, but when we open up Flipboard, it has all of the sites that both of us look at all in the one sort of app, I guess you could say. It is kind of annoying having to flick through someone else's favorite sites and favorite social networking things. So yeah.
Yep. I actually give it a 4.5, only because flicking through it is actually not that easy. If you flick a little bit diagonally or not straight enough, it actually goes the wrong way. You'll find out when you use it, but yeah, it's quite annoying. So that's why I gave it 4.5.
Bamboo Paper is a sketching app provided and produced by the well-known graphic tablet brand. What are your thoughts on this app?
Well, I was actually really excited about it because I'm a big follower of Wacom, which is the brand that makes bamboo, and I've got a tablet myself, so I was like excited when it came online, and it was a free app, so I was like, and I downloaded it. And I was actually really disappointed, sadly really disappointed. It just wasn't like a tablet, so it wasn't really good. but the touch sensitivity I was actually quite happy with. It works really well. Exporting the images, I was really disappointed. The DPI was 72, which is just for like web graphics. It's not printer outable graphics, which is really annoying from a graphic point of view. And I was actually annoyed that the stylus is sold separately, so it's annoying not using a stylus. I can see that it could be a really good app with the stylus, but it's annoying that you have to purchase it separately. So what did you think of it?
I thought it was easy to use, easy to open up. If you're not used to using sketching apps, it's fairly easy to follow. But the only thing was that I liked the strokes, I guess you could say, with the brushes. I like the colors that they gave, which were kind of really nice, fairly neutral sort of colors. And the strokes actually look like brush strokes, which is what I kind of liked and thought was very arty. But lots of downfalls. It was quite disappointing for me too. I just found that the amount of colors that you could actually use for each brush was only limited to six, which is quite disappointing. And also the different types of brushes you could use. I think there's only one, which is like the pen and then the eraser, and that's it. So I think they've got a long way to go to improve this app. How many stars would you give it?
I would actually give it a sad, dismal 2 out of 5 because it does have a lot of room to grow. So you're able to make separate books that you can draw in and write in, but because it's the new app that just came out last month, you are only able to make one book, which is quite annoying. But the people from Wacom have actually told us that they're going to make the option of making more notebooks soon. So that's pretty good. So the future looks bright for Wacom, but just two stars for them.
Okay.
What about you?
I kind of gave him 1.5 just because I didn't really see all that much potential. I didn't feel myself wanting to use that app, and I have a few others that we might review later on that I feel would be better. I just think that having a restricted one pen with 6 different colors and then an eraser and that's it, really, really restricted how much you could use it for. Yeah, and so we did this test of this particular app by putting together like both of us drawing a picture of an apple, and yeah, here are the results.
I'm so embarrassed.
Okay, so this is mine.
And this is mine. How embarrassing. So Monopoly is the classic board game from Hasbro. It's actually one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my only game that I actually like that's a board game. So what did you think of that?
I thought it was great in terms of animation. I just thought that the animations were done really well. So when the metal token pieces were being moved around the board, they had really cool animations, and one of my favorite ones was the farting thimble. You'll know what I mean when you see it. It's pretty funny, and I guess when you resign from a game, like something like the ship, for example, the ship token will actually sink into the board, and
It was a bit of a Titanic.
yeah, exactly. The other thing I liked about it was how you roll the dice. So you get to like sort of, I don't know, swivel your finger around, and then it sort of jumbles up the dice, and it's kind of cool. Other things were, I guess, the vibrant colors on the board. Like it was very bright. They used colors really well, and also I guess it really makes you want to play it because it's laid out really nicely and the design's really nice. Yeah, I just thought that was done well. Trading was quite easy to do as well. So easy to sort of press on the squares that you wanted to trade with, and just to, I guess, barter with each other. Yeah. How about you? What did you think?
Well, I thought it was great because, of course, I love the game. I could actually play it by myself all the time. What I did really like about it was you don't have to count the money. It just does it all itself. So we don't actually have to do any maths because maths is... it's hard, and especially with the inflation of prices. But the good thing about this is it goes with the original prices. It just uses Monopoly dollars instead of pounds.
Yep.
What I actually liked as well was the animation was top quality. So it was really good animation, but that also brings to the downside. I really didn't like that there was so much animation that it's just too much, too visually appealing. Like you kind of detracts from the game, but it is really great. Playing tabletop version versus your friends is actually really cool because the actual board turns to your angle without even moving. It's hard to explain, but it's really cool. It's really fun. Yeah, so I actually gave it a 4 out of 5 because it does have a bit of room to grow. But yeah, what did you give it?
Well, I just found that the end turn button was kind of annoying, and I know it's hard to have no end turn button to actually press, but I just kept forgetting to press it, and I was just sort of waiting for the next person to go. But so that was one thing. But also we found that the Wi-Fi is not
Oh,
working
yes.
at the moment. So I don't know why, but that's just we've tried it 2 or 3 times
quite
already,
annoying.
and it's just annoying. So yeah, I gave it 4.5 stars because of that. So that's all for today's first episode of App Talk. We'll see you next time.
Yay! Bye.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of your first debut on DanTayTV?
Scary and yeah, I'm not very good with words.
Yeah, I think we're both aren't.